And all will be lost. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. Feel too little. More than machinery, need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Life will be violent, and all will be lost, lost. All will be lost. 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 And all will be lost. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness, gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. Life will be violent. And all will be lost. And all will be lost. And all will be lost. 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 Life will be violent, and all will be lost. Life will be violent, and all will be lost. Lost. And all will be lost. Lost. We need kindness. We need kindness.
This is an introspection on how I made the beat. The first thing I go for is a drum kit called South 808. Links to the drum kit and the sample will be in the description. Here's how it sounds. As you can sort of tell, I wasn't particularly gifted with the ability to play drums with groove and or style, so I opt to use the finger sequencer instead. You know, it sounds okay, but we need to bring some swing in. There we go. That's that groove that I was looking for.
With the groove set in stone, now I want to clean up the frequencies a little bit, and to do that I use the Nitro dual pass filter. The red represents the low pass, which basically means lower frequencies pass through, and the blue represents the high pass, high frequencies coming through. Now to commit to record. During my recorded performance, I play around with the high pass section, the blue frequency, to give it a bit of variety as it's being played. This way it doesn't sound as static as just the same thing being played over and over again. And it also contributes to the increasing high pass sound you hear at the end of the loop, right here. Now that we've finished with the kick and snare, it's time to move on to our hi-hat elements. Now where did I put that hi-hat? Oh, there it is. Now, I think I put a hi-hat loop somewhere in here. Ah, there it is. Look at that guy go. So happy playing the hi-hats. I wish that was my job. Now I'm gonna go back and use Nitro to do some EQ sculpting. Just like cleaning the fat off of a steak or sanding down a woodworking project, you want your sounds to be clean and only contain the parts of the sound that you really want. Highs for hi-hats, lows for kick drums.
Now to add a little bit of spice to the hi-hats, I want to add just a little bit of spring reverb. Not too much, not too much. Don't over-season your hi-hats. Don't do it. While I'm recording the hi-hats, I modulate, another fancy word for change, the volume of the hi-hats while I'm playing. The reason I do this is because, in my opinion, adding a little bit of variety to something as mundane as hi-hats gives it a bit of vibrancy and a bit of texture. Now, some genres, not gonna name them, keep their MIDI hi-hats consistently at maximum intensity at 127, and in my opinion, that's a little bit boring. Alright, pretty sick. Just gotta dial in the volumes of the parts a little bit. I can call the drums done. For the main melody, I use a sample called vocochord, sorry. I modulate the attack, sustain, decay side of things a little bit. I add a little bit of reverb, and I'm ready to go.
It was at this moment he knew. He f***ed up.
Have you ever tried to record something on a camera only to realize you accidentally left the lens cap on the whole time? That's basically what happened here. Now I gotta do that all over again.
We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. Lost. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness.
Now I'm on the arduous journey of finding and recording the perfect bass sound for my song. Spoiler alert, you're not going to actually see me record it anywhere. I can't find the footage of me doing it. I mean, I know I did it, I just can't find proof of it. Here's the interesting thing. Through YouTube's compression, through whatever device you're listening on, through whatever speaker or headphones you're listening to, you may not even hear any of the bass whatsoever. And that just comes down to technology and compression and a whole other can of worms that I'm not going to open in about the last minute to 30 seconds that I have left. You might be asking yourself, Joj, why do you bother and obsess with something like that, knowing that in another quantifiable sense there's little to no return for it? Well, that's where you played yourself. Art, in the end, can't really be measured through traditional returns on investment. If that were the case, then so much of art would not be made. I obsess over making that bass sound at the very end because I know I want to do it to make the song sound the way I want to. Even if it's tedious, even if nobody else will notice it, I know that it's there, and I care about it. I'm pretty bad at this part of the video. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking and or subscribing to the channel, and stay tuned for more stuff coming up. Peace!
We need kindness. We need kindness.